Good day to all. Welcome to Extreme Recap. Alone in a London dark room. The recent zombie apocalypse is being documented by a heavily wounded Cole. He continues by sharing the entirety of the story, which began 2 months ago, and explains that he has destroyed dozens of lives for the 9 pharmaceutical company. Organization chief Mr. White declares Rock 295, a drug that boosts performance and can help people deal with everyday stress. 30,000 workers. Counting Angela, partake in the underlying preliminary program, and White guarantees the media that they aren't stressed over regrettable secondary effects. However, the final stage of the testing goes horribly wrong a month later. Extreme side effects include high fever, vomiting, and internal bleeding in all volunteers. Cole can watch in shock how the guinea pigs shout in horrifying torment while evaluating the subject records. The researchers acknowledged Angela has never returned for an examination, meaning she may not be having the side effects. Cole should find her right away, since she could be the way to tracking down a fix. Meanwhile, Joe, Angela's husband, was freed from jail due to a lack of evidence, but the media has already damaged his reputation. Steve, his friend, Joe agrees to remain at his mechanic shop when he arrives to pick him up. For the time being, back to Cole. He and his coworker go to Angela's apartment to bill, but it's empty. The property manager comes in when he hears them, and the team quickly starts thumping him until he admits. Angela left in February. The beating continues, but the landlord appears to have nothing more to offer. Cole experiences flashbacks to all of the people he killed while working for the company when he hears Belen go through all of this violence. So at long last, he tells his partner to stop. Angela is hiding out with her friend Kate and brother Matt, not realizing that another company agent is watching them from afar. She wants to talk to Joe and learn the whole story. However, Kate and Matt believe it's an impractical notion. Matt then heads to the police station to work, where he finds out about some riots going on downtown. He also learns that a coworker was attacked on her way to work and is now unconscious. However, Matt heads out to check out the riots at 9 Cole and the billing report. White is reminded by Cole, based on what they've found thus far, that he will quit at the end of the month because he is no longer able to do this. However, White simply shifts the subject. They receive a message from the agent informing them that Angela is at Matt's while they are discussing their next move. Yet, the recording out of nowhere changes into a many individuals shouting so they can't get the subtleties a short time later. They proceed to examine the initial test subject, who experienced an allergic reaction within a week of receiving the first dose. The subject's body and cellular makeup changed 2 days later. The patient begins to convulse at that point. Furthermore, simultaneously, the power goes out, the patient gets up and starts going after everybody in the room with outstanding velocity as the person bounces on any individual he can get. The gatekeepers attempt to shoot him. However, the doctor is shot instead during the struggle. By biting the crew, the patient, now a complete zombie, kills most of them. When Cole is attacked, he responds by shooting it until he runs out of bullets and the fight appears to be over. Yet, unexpectedly the zombie awakens and chomps Cole's. With his gun, Cole hits him back. However, another crew member has also turned zombie and is launching a knockdown attack. Tell Matt the truth. When he and his coworker Jim are tying up their boat at a dock, they witness an explosion from a building nearby. They make a request for backup and call the station, but they don't hear back. Their boss suddenly appears, and they steal the boat to get away. The duo returns to the station without them to inquire about the situation, only to find that they are the only ones there in a building covered in blood and bodies. The monitors show that the city is in chaos and that the zombie apocalypse is upon us. In the meantime, Angela at long last persuades Kate to let her take off from the house. Only to find a group of police and emergency medical personnel attempting to capture a zombie, which resulted in an officer being bitten. The women return inside to view the news reporting the city's devastation. That sends Angela a message informing her that he has contacted a friend who will fly them out in a helicopter and that they should meet him at a specific address, which, including the pilot, can only accommodate 4 passengers. Cole helps the last scientist who is trapped under a cabinet after waking up wounded but alive. They see that the director has also contracted the disease when they look right outside the door. In fact, he is attempting to enter by pushing on the door. The scientist gives Cole 3 injections of a viral suppressant, which can only control the infection for 18 hours, after Cole notices his own wound. After that, they leave the room, and the scientist is killed by Belen because he thinks he is a zombie. 2. Belen observes Cole's infection and plans to kill him as well. Yet, Cole shoots him first, causing him to have more flashbacks. Cole then tries to leave, but the pain in his body prevents him from doing so. Cole immediately injects himself and continues to move as the virus begins to transform him. Cole finds a group of zombies attacking employees on the first floor, so he quickly shoots them all as he makes his way to the parking lot. In addition, there are a lot of enemies in this area who follow him among the cars and only stop when random drivers pass by to take him out. These zombies are exceptionally quick and athletic. However, Cole is able to get a car and escape with the horde that is pursuing him after a lot of running. In the meantime, Angela and Kate pass on in their vehicle to meet with. Cole shows up right then, at that point, yet he doesn't get them in time. Be that as it may, he goes into the house and finds the guide they abandoned, along with the vehicle's plate number. To Joe now. He and Steve see on television that a highly sensitive situation has been proclaimed in the UK. Joe intends to search for Angela. However, Steve reassures him that she is probably safer on the streets elsewhere. Angela and Kate stall out in rush hour gridlock since everybody is attempting to escape at that point. The zombies show up at this area, as well, and everybody starts to take off by walking. Frantic to get away, the ladies hit several vehicles with their own and move away from the jam by cruising all over it. Cole now has a chance to follow them more easily as a result. Sadly, a police officer spots Cole and jumps on top of his car, but Cole shoots him in the chest right away. He can't be stopped by this. Soon after, the zombie strikes back by breaking into the car through the passenger window and attacking Cole, who tries to choke him. The zombie will not kick the bucket in that frame of mind to abandon his vehicle, taking a taxi, all things being equal. Cole sees zombies everywhere he goes as he leaves the city. Sadly, the vehicle runs out of gas. Presently Cole winds up encompassed by a zombie swarm, so he rapidly runs toward the backwoods where he figures out how to stow away for some time. Angela and Karen's car begin to malfunction in the meantime. So they come by Steve's shop and are shocked to track down Joe there, as well. Angela's cold shoulder hurts Joe, and the women are irritated to learn that their car can't be fixed. Angela remarks they have to find Matt in the helicopter, but Joe wants everyone to stay because going outside is too risky, which leads to a fight. Someone starts shaking the door at that point. While Joe carefully opens it, everyone hides, only for Jeffrey and Lavinia to rush inside to hide. The zombie that had been following them soon breaks through the door, but Steve quickly shoots and beats the zombie for good measure. Lavinia and Jeffrey tell them that everyone is leaving the city and there is no way to survive here, so they need to leave right away. Yet, this might be an issue in light of the fact that the helicopter can't convey them all while the gathering blocks the messed up entryway. Cole arrives at the shop as well, but he experiences yet more pain, necessitating a second injection. Then, at that point, Cole advances inside, with perfect timing for the zombies. Cole requests that everybody stay concealed while he and Steve battle the zombies, beginning a horrendous battle that makes them beat up zombies fiercely until there are 0 remaining. Sadly, during the battle, Jeffrey gets his hand nibbled. In the meantime, Matt and Jim wander around the station and come across zombie coworkers, prompting them to begin fleeing. The zombies followed them and got to the gym, but the couple got out, got on another boat, and left. They are afraid of water because the zombies don't follow them. Matt refuses to betray a friend, despite Jimmy's request that he be let go as soon as possible. Cole cuts back at the mechanic shop. Jeffrey's nibbled finger off to stop the disease. He then decides that the helicopter could take everyone away on multiple trips. Joe doesn't like the idea because he wants to leave with Angela in a van and the pilot might not come back. Cole, on the other hand, declines, which rekindles the debate. Cole pursues Angela to show her his company ID and informs her that she is the only one who can put an end to the outbreak. Angela moves away from their rage. The idea of becoming a labyrinth terrifies Angela very much. As a result, she heads to a different room to think soon. Joe goes with her to help her calm down. Angela reveals to him the possibility of a cure and admits that she is pregnant and wants to keep it. Also, Joe guarantees his caring help than the two, at long last. This is above by Cole on the opposite side of the entryway, causing him to have flashbacks to the time he needed to kill a pregnant lady since it was a request. Subsequently, Cole declares they're leaving in Steve's van. While they prepare, Joe lets Cole know that he won't let his significant other and kid become guinea pigs. The invading horde of zombies enters at that point. As a result, Jeffrey and Lavinia kidnap Kate to get to the helicopter first. Cole gets into the fight when the zombies break into the shop, using an axe in his gun to kill them. While Angela and Joe take the van and the remainder of the gathering takes off. Cole shoots a fuel drum filled with gas at him when he finds himself surrounded. Unfortunately, Cole is forced to flee on a bicycle because more zombies keep appearing. In the meantime, Matt and Jim made it to the location of the meeting. Jim, on the other hand, is beginning to turn, so Matt must leave him on the boat. Then he races to the helicopter, just to track down Blood wherever in the cockpit, vacant. From the helicopter, Matt gets in touch with the base and learns that he has 12 hours to get to the evacuation side. Out of nowhere, he's gone after by Jim, who has turned into a zombie, as well. Matt can't force himself to hurt him and takes off, rather remaining concealed until Jim disappears. Jeffrey and Lavinia, a group of zombies, immediately attack the group as they search for a new hiding place. Furthermore, in the battle, Steve gets nibbled. Kate asks the couple to give her access. And keeping in mind that Lavinia declines, Jeffrey feels terrible and opens the entryway as Kate slaps them and calls them out for their way of behaving. Joe and Angela show up, as well. Additionally, Joe is heartbroken to learn that his friend will pass away soon. Joe uses a knife to confront Cole when he arrives as well. However, when Cole looks Joe in the eyes, he can tell that he would never harm anyone. Then, at that point, Cole loans. Joe has left so he can give it to Steve and bid Steve farewell. Things for himself to prevent the transformation before Steve ends. Subsequently, Cole removes the gathering in a van, yet they scarcely travel for a couple of miles. Prior to Cole being asked to stop because Angela has changed her mind, she is the only hope for humanity, Cole tries to remind her. However, at that point, one more swarm of zombie appears. Cole speeds up to move away from them. However, the van crashes and the area is a wreck. Joe seizes the opportunity to take Cole's weapon before the gathering leaves the vehicle. However, Kate can't, because Iran is ingested in her. At the point when the swarm gets up to speed to the van, they quickly hop on her to take care of. Joe then fires his gun at Cole, claiming that Angela will be coming with him, but Angela has been moved by Kate's death and has decided to visit the scientist once more. Cole knocks followed. Joe comes out and lifts him up on his shoulders. When they finally get to the helicopter's side, they find that the pilot and the air no longer there. When they meet up with Matt again, he explains that the zombies are afraid of water and could escape on his boat as they travel to the river. Jeffrey's infection in his finger has finally begun to turn him into a zombie as well. The group wants to kill him, so Lavinia takes Angela hostage and asks for her husband's assistance. Joe, on the other hand, hits her in the back to save Angela. Then, at that point, Cole stays behind to shoot her in the leg, so she can't follow them. The shot is heard by the swarm, who immediately targets the couple and takes advantage of them. The group that remains makes it to the river. Jim, however, jumps on at that point. Joe pushes the zombie away right away and starts fighting him, knocking him out. After a lot of effort. Tragically, Joe gets chomped. Additionally, he instructs the siblings to leave without him. Angela kisses her husband as she bids him farewell. Then, at that point, she and Matt securely depart on the boat. Subsequently, Cole and Joe hop once again into the battle. They make every effort to repel a horde that immediately pursues them. However, Joe is in torment as a result of the change, and is. Cole returns the narrative to the beginning by successfully repelling enough zombies to hide inside a building. He finishes his tale and decides not to use the final injection to punish the chaos he contributed to. He then returns outside with a chainsaw in order to be remembered as a hero. Battling zombies until the fix is found. Turn on notifications, please subscribe for more videos like this, and like the channel to support it. Thank you very much for watching.